Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuratsu here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, and we have a lot of buyouts and a lot to go over, including Ghosts of the Past 2 and what you should be grabbing right now. Now, if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to smash that like button. We hit 100 likes barely as of yesterday on the last Market Watch, which is awesome. So the goal, like usual, is going to be about 75 likes for this video. If you're not subscribed, hopefully today's the day to earn your subscription because we're really close to 2,600 subscribers. And as you guys know, I have two goals for this year. It's either 3,000 or 3,500. We gotta aim high, guys. We gotta aim high. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to know additional cost you. And let me know whatever I'm looking at in the next Market Watch in the comment section below, or alert me of any buyouts. So we're gonna get right to it. So Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, has been bought out for the third or fourth time. It had only these listings right here of like 65, 62 here. But now we're seeing 50, 51, 51, and we're seeing an LP here for 44. Now, the issue with this card is while there are reasons for it to be bought out, throughout history, this card has been bought out since it was about $17 to $20 card. And it's slowly but surely crashed, right? Not that many people are really looking for this card. Yeah, we are seeing some sales here, which is great. But, once it got bought out, people were buying it for 60. The max someone bought over here is for $50. Now, the reason why this card gets bought out is because back in Zexal era, and a lot of people actually fail to recognize this, is that it had a repetition of being a rank 4 toolbox era. And Castel is one of the big names there. This card is highly accessible besides the ultimate rare. Even if you want to get an awesome rarity, you're not even paying McDonald's money for it because this card has no reason to pop up ever again. Necessarily, because there are other cards that are similar to it, or other rank 4s that are just way stronger. If you guys don't know what this does, it's basically you turn a card on the field and then you shuffle it into the deck, right? It has to be face up, which is good because it'll help with floodgates, but most floodgates would hinder you either making this or its effect going off, right? It could also be a Book of Moon as well, but it's not quick effect Book of Moon. If it was the quick effect Book of Moon, I would have been like, hey, this is going to show up in the future because it is a very versatile card. Would I grab it? For $50, there's other things, and I want to see how much it calms down to because I told people to grab it at $17.20 because back then it was worth it. If you still have yours, which I do, then good job. A better card for that era that people don't actually understand, I should have honestly brought it up, is Silent Honor Arc, because you target a special monster put controls and you attach it as a material, right? And when it has a material, it protects itself, right? This forces your opponent to deal with it, right? If your opponent, if you make this back in the day and your opponent doesn't have a response to it, if they're not holding it for something else, they know they need to respond to this. It helped deal with any special summon monster your opponent controls. It protected itself, and it was a nice little 2100. This was preferred overall, but this and Castel were like the top two rank 4s. Along with being a number monster, it has collectability. Now, first and lightly plates are $30 here. Near mints for first sets are what, $40? $35. I would be grabbing this card over anything else, along with its stellar artwork. It's just the Legacy of the Valiant has so many great looking ultimate rares that's not even funny. Now, if you do want to kind of buy a little bit into the Castel hype, if you choose to do so, well, you have Deuces here with 69 listings. Nice. 45 cents here. You can get a playset of lightly plates for $1.50 here. I would actually go grab a playset of this. That's fine. You're not even spending $3 on this, right? You have 4 here for 97 cents. This is the version I would probably just grab just to have, and then take it as a penny stock, look at it a little bit later. Now, Nightbeam has been bought out because it's been seeing a bit of tournament play, but I'll be honest, I think this is one of the cards that just, people think it's all that, but it's really not. You target a set smaller trap card, you put controls, you destroy that target, and then you're poking out activate the target card in response to this card's activation. That is the one really good thing about this. So if they set Branded Fusion, you could Nightbeam it. And that's why people are kind of looking at it. This isn't a bad card per se. It's just, it has its niche, it has its niche uses. I tell people this is a huge card where you buy low, sell high. Which, if you don't know, it's cards that basically, they go very low, then they go very high, and they're very sporadic. And Nightbeam definitely fits that bill. Unlimited start at $50 for near mints. At first, at near mints are $71. Absolutely not a buy. Definitely not. Like mob play for 23, you want to see if you can get some money? Don't even try it. I'll be honest. These cards will calm down eventually. Now, ultra rares. You have a light play unlimited for like $5, near mints for 10, first and near mints for 20. You do have a light play here for $3 actually. I actually would recommend grabbing that copy actually for $3. You could maybe flip that. That might be worth it. You have other versions as well here. You always have commons if you need to use. You have the Scars of Battle ultra rares, which is kind of cool. I wonder how that would affect that silhouette in general. But like after that, you know, it's affordable. Masquerade the Blazing Dragon, and you know the Spy Train never stops here. These are $40. I sold mine. I sold some at a few at 8, but I mostly sold them at 13 to 15. Then I sold a little bit at 5 because I had very few copies remaining at that point. And I was like, you know what? I don't care because I made so much money at that point. It's getting them at $2 to be honest with you, but they were about 2 or 3 at the time. This card, if you bought it when I told you, this was probably one of the biggest W's in the channel's history. $40 though is insane. This card needs a reprint ASAP. Now, Ghost of the Past is crashing like hot water. The first card, now I'm going to go from top to bottom, but to highlight what I just said, I want to look at Red Dragon Archfiend first. Now, these are about $63 here, 64. And I told people that this was one of my highly anticipated cards and one of the only cards I actually wanted from the set because I love 5Ds. And this card wasn't able to be a Signer Dragon because in Duelist Genesis, they had to give it to Stardust Dragon. So every other Signer had a Ghost Rare but this. And I always wish that this got a Ghost Rare. And I told you guys it has a very tiny chance. So when it came out, obviously, I was very enthusiastic about it. Now, I put aside $200 to $250 to get a copy because I knew it wasn't going to be more than that. However, they're so low that I could get a playset if I want to. I don't know if I'm going to get a playset, but the card is just so low at this point, and people don't want to sell it. Like, this doesn't even get you a display if you sold it for full value. Minus tax. Don't even forget about taxes and all that. So, a lot of people don't want to sell this Ghost Rare. Now, we're going to go through this. So, Dark Magician Girl. Lightly playeds are about 376 here. Near mints being about 395. Now it's funny because people were selling these at 500. Now pre-sale people were selling this for more. So obviously in retrospect 500 would be a good deal. And I think 500 for this card is still not bad. But now we're seeing it at 380. A lot of people were able to get their copies beforehand. Like a lot of collectors had because of the whole people took them from the factory and started selling. Like, people saw Dark Magician Girl Ghost Rare before Ghost of the Past, like 3 weeks before Ghost of the Past even came out. People had them in their hand physically, and not just like a leak or two. So, a lot of people who were going to buy this already had their copies day 1 at 500, right? Well, I guess you could say day negative 14, but that doesn't, that doesn't sound too nice to say. But, yeah, $400 for this. Do I think this is worth it? Try to buy it off somebody else. 44 listings. Yeah, it's selling here, and it is selling basically every single day. But I think this card might go further down. But if it starts going further up, just pull the plug for sure. Blue Eyes White Dragon. 200. I have to admit, this is a better ghost to grab, if anything, because you get 2 copies of this, and Dark Magician censored this isn't. Now, what's really funny here is this dot right over here. I want to talk about this. This is not like some little thing on your phone or the screen, which most people are. No, you could try to wipe it off, or as you see, I'm scrolling over here. The dot's not moving. This is actually almost on Blue Eyes White Dragon. The prod quality is garbage, and I think that's why people don't like it. It's like it kind of ruins the image, in my opinion. And then it has bad waxing at the back. If you want it for 200, it's fine to get for 200. I think that's okay to buy right now. Red Eyes, I think this was going to drop to like 80 to 100, to be honest with you. Cyber Dragon, people still know that the ulti is what the grab. 113, 115, if you want a Cyber Dragon, I'm going to be honest with you here. I think that this is worth grabbing right now. At 100, straight bill, it's not bad. Dark Arm Dragon, I prefer this way more. I actually have my own copy. I was able to secure it at $84 here. I mean, it's it's one of the nicer versions of Dad out there because you have the OG secret and then you have the ulti. Now, personally, I still want a secret rare. I can live without having an ulti, but I definitely need a first set secret rare from Phantom Darkness. Like, I gotta have it, right? There's just too much history in this card to not have the OG printing, in my opinion. That's why I'm passing on the ulti. If the ulti was somehow one of the OG printings, I would consider that. But yeah, Ghost for Dad at like 84 for Teledad format. Great grab here. Sphere modes are like, they were 50s for near mints actually, and now they're bouncing up to 70. This is a good card right now, actually, believe it or not, in the game, right? So seeing them at 70 here, yeah, as you guys see, it definitely did crash. It's also just too cheap to sell, in my opinion, because it is, it does say raw on it. It is also a hand trap, and they did make it look better. Like, right now, looking at it, it doesn't look as great right now, but when I have it in person. If you guys don't know, I actually have it right over here. But it actually picks up the background way more in person, and it actually does look like a very cool ghoster. I'm not happy necessarily that I pulled it, but it's grown on me. And I have to admit, if for $70, try to offer 50s on them and see how it goes. That's what I would recommend. Displays I definitely think are very good holds. Archfiend, I'll be honest with you, just maybe if you want to get one copy, see where it goes. It's not a bad idea, but I can't tell you if this card is going to go up or not, because I don't know if the 5D's Love and Signer hype is going to rocket this quickly enough. Yes, it's going to go up eventually. I'm not saying that, but how soon is it going to go up is my question. Not for a long time. Like, this is the ghost where it's not like it's a bad investment, but you could, like, this is something you put on your backlist because it can wait till the backlist. Ultimates, I'll be honest, I really want one of these. I really, really do. What's really funny is this was about 65 for a near mint, and I offered $50 to someone on this. I said, you know what? I'll give you a clean, $50 for it, right? They're about 65s. He didn't take it, and now they're 56. So if I had that today, I was basically paying, 90%. I think this card is underrated. I think it's definitely good to grab an ultimate now. Over here. Now, Tamias, you guys know, I think this is absolutely garbage. What's really funny, if you guys want to laugh here, is I have a Ghost Rare Tamias. You guys might be wondering, didn't you shit on this card? Well, let me tell you this. I decided, after rolling dice, to play for cards, right? And it's so funny, because I was playtesting going second Striker, and I haven't played Striker since 2019. Because you guys know what happened in 2020, I played different decks halfway through 2019 because I went, with my 2 events there with Striker. But you guys get the point. I haven't played Striker in a while, but I somehow won a money match. And I didn't even have a side deck per se. We had some weird rules about that, but I won one of these, so I just have it. And I see people pulling this more than anything. I think that this was overprinted, in my honest opinion, because I've seen too many of these floating around, right, to be a coincidence. This is just garbage. I don't care. I don't care if it's a good pickup for the future. No. Alubers, $20, very affordable. But guess what happened? The money that you'd spend on Alubers went to other cards. You get displays for about $17 here, which it's not bad. In fact, I was thinking about, just for fun, opening these up on stream. Like, maybe if we hit a stream goal, we'll get a display, or maybe we'll get a whole box. Like, if we actually get to $70, I'll get a box. Hulk, $6 here. Very affordable. I would grab 2 copies. Heat Souls, $4. If you want it to play, you have it. Borland, same shit. Galaxy Soldier, $4. They're already more than what I got them at pre-sale for, because I expect this to be down for a little longer, but it's not, because this card is in demand, right? For Galaxy Soldier, if you got these at the $3 I told you, you're going to be winning, and I think at $4, still very worth the grab. You had Vision Hero Ferris's at about $2 here. Yeah, about close to $2-3 here, which is not bad at all for those. But Legendary Collection, same with increases whenever we see them. But you guys got to remember, Legendary Collection Season 3 is probably going to have a reprint of this. Now, it could have, like, the multiple color thing. I think we're going to see, like, green, purple, and blue Ferris's, to be honest. But Ultras aren't too bad. Banshees, people are very interested in card at $2 here. This was bulk and then it recovered because too many people want it. $2, very good. Vishuda's at $2. They don't surprise me, but already being a $2 card. Again, people like their, Tenyi's is gonna be a cult classic, because too many people love their Tenyi stuff, and Tenyi's played in too many decks, including meta decks like Sword Soul. Rainbow Dragon, $2. I expected this to crash. It's going to go back up in the future. Maybe if we get that structure deck and it has some synergy, I think this could go up. But we're going to have to see with the structure deck. Hope Harbinger. Now, I did not pull a single one out of my case, which, by the way, go check that out because I have a awesome case opening that has a cool giveaway for that. I don't know why this is worth anything. People want their high rarity Despia. I mean, at this point, you might as well play high rarity because you're paying so much. The agent stuff's going up. Despia, Quintet, increased. You know, you got a lot of awesome dollar stuff. Manju dollars, very, very good here. Dragon Knight add dollar. This card, I literally find it in people's bulk and they want to give it to me. This card will rise up. Daenerys the Timeless at $1. That's insane. I would definitely grab these. These two, amazing. Grab as many as you could. Like, you really want to sit, oh yeah, well, I'll grab 100 then, since you said as many as you want. Well, that just means you're going to have more money then. You know, that's not, you know, this isn't going to have diminishing returns here, where it's like pizza, where the more you eat, the less value you get. You know, you guys know that example. Rises at $1. Secures at $1. And so many good pay. Zombie Worlds. So I actually ended up getting a bunch of Zombie Worlds at 27 or 37 cents a pop. And now I'm seeing them at $1, and I'm really happy about that, actually. Adhara is very, very good. Ashen is more. It blows my mind. The Timeless at $1, or not Timeless, but Daenerys there at $1. And you guys get the point. Very, very good stuff here for penny stonks. Like, you really could take like $200 and just go to town on it. Now, before we move on, I want to see what Secret Rises are actually at. Duels Alliances are at 30. Well, that's for unlimited. First Ed lightly plays are 32. Near mint first eds are 30. Yeah, about $37 here for deuces here. Now, I told people get rid of your Megatin ones because now they're $14. They crashed a lot. No, not, yeah, about $14. But they do kind of go up to 20s. You actually do have a cheap copy here if you do want to grab. But I told you guys this would crash and burn. And, you know, these are cards that people who want the high rarity, you know, they're gonna want this for Flunderies. Winged Dragon of Ra, Ghost Rare here from Legendary Duelist, Rage of Ra. Thought I might as well go over this here. Since it's, you know, we got Super Mode. Lightly plays are 178. Near Mets are 210. Here. Definitely this card's not going to go further down. So if you were waiting for Raw, like I told people, 170 is okay to grab this. It did go to 150 for a very short amount of time, around 155. And I said, hey, it could go further down, but this was back in when Rage of Ra was somewhat recently. Yeah, if you want this card, I think it's definitely the time to grab it. Ding Girsu, I want to go over Orcus stuff because because Harpor could come back to 1, all that. Now, Ding is a card I told people to get before it was $50. I told people also to even get it right now. It's currently still $50. Shocker. Now, I want to go over near mids because there's only like 2 lightly plays. I just don't even want to bother. 53, 55. You see a lot of people here with like 5 copies here. But going up quickly at 95. Like, no one sees how it doesn't go to 70 or 80 right here. And it doesn't spend time at 60 really either. You got 1 place at 60. Woohoo. That goes up to 100 very quickly. Now, what's going to happen when Harpor comes back? It's going to hit up 100. Galatea. I told people to get these at 27s. Now they're about 70s. Going right up to $80. What do you think is going to happen when Harpor comes back? Or when we get a little closer to banless season? And Ding is a generic card, mind you. I think it can hit 70, 80, but even without Harpor coming back. So I would grab this card while you can. Number 62, Photon. I just want to throw this in here because I haven't gone through this in like a year. And once in a while I get a request for this. In fact, even though I'm going over it in this Mark Watch, someone's going to ask in the next Mark Watch, hey, can you go over this card? And I'm going to throw a hissy fit. $31 here. Going up to $40 for this. This is one of the Galaxy cards that is very iconic with Galaxy players, which I don't blame people who don't know because they don't leave their houses. But, you know, $40 here for near mints. It's not bad. Would I grab this? Not really. Plus, you know, you have a Galaxy card in your hands. You know, your hands might get dirty. Plus, you'd have to deal with a Galaxy player. That's not worth this money. Volcanic Rocket here from Seeker from Force of the Breaker. So you have lightly played unlimited for 75. You got near mint here from 100, 106 here. First and light plays 115. No first and near mints though. That's kind of crazy, actually. But lightly plays aren't bad. Secret Rares from GX here. This card is what's probably a better investment here. $3. Not bad if you want your volcanic rockets. Now, ulti shells. Lightly played limiteds are, well, you have one here for 25, and then they 27, then they go up to $38. First editions are bought out finally. Okay, I actually had lots of my first eds. And I got my first eds at 25. And they were near mint, so $200 for your near mints. Now nobody's purchasing it for this amount yet, but yeah, $200. If you want to take a bet on this first ed light play, you know, 680 sales, but 96.3 is not good for 680 sales. It is what it is. DT shells here. This is what I recommend grabbing. You got 64 here for $2, but if people want to play volcanics, we get more volcanic support. You think 64 is going to hold at $2. I'd grab quite a few of these. Anti-magic arrow. This is seeing more play because we're seeing more activations on the spell traps when you activate the in the battle phase, which is really, really good. You know, you can activate this. It also gets under Eldritch and stuff because Eldritch activate a lot of stuff during battle phase. Same with other cards. You know, we're seeing a lot more interactivity in the battle phase, and that's why anti-magic arrows is going up, because people will be smart enough not to activate in the main phase, but they will not predict that you have anti-magic arrows, and even if they do, they'd still probably gun for it. You have ultra tiers back at when they were bought out, you know, 18 for lightly played, 20 for near mint here. You got 25 listings here. It's funny how in Duelist Pack Battle City, which has the box, okay, you're not going to show me the box, but the box like $300-400. This is the most expensive card. You know, the DMG, the Blue Eyes, everything. Still can't get it at the commons or two. Okay, that's ridiculous. Gold rares. Now, I told people it's a good penny stock if you want them at like 30-50 cents to grab a playset or two, since it was pennies. Well, now they're about $2 here, going up to $2.50, going up to $3.45. Now, there's a wall here of $435 though. The only issue with this, and normally I would tell people, well, it's going to be hard to crack this wall. Issue is we have to look at the seller here. And you guys might be thinking, why do we have to look at the seller here? Listen, I'm not going to probably say, I'm almost never going to say that sentence, right? So this is a lesson you're good for getting. But a lot of people do not like buying from Lumina. I'm not trying to discredit him. I know I see the 99.9 here. But a lot of people don't like interacting with that seller. A lot of people don't like buying it. I hear this constantly. Like, even in my market watches, people don't have good interactions with him. And to be fair, I haven't had a good interaction with him either. It wasn't that bad, but there was something wrong, and wrong with it. And then the second time it was fine. But, you know, I don't know what's going on here, but people will literally look at this for $2 and be like, I'll buy from this guy, or I'll buy the $3.45 ones right over here. Right, and people will literally get the $4 copies over the $2 copies. People will do that. So you're gonna see the listings going down, but you're not gonna see the wall trickle as much. But you're gonna see like the other listings be like, what happened to that? I can't really say. Illusion of Chaos here, $30 here. Honestly, the card's too cheap for what it is, but people are opening up Battles of Chaos, and Illusion of Chaos isn't seeing as much play because people are looking for the Chimera. People are looking for what's the other card in Battles of Chaos? Theresa, you know, they're looking for all this other stuff. I actually want to see what is this at? 115. So okay, so this went up a little bit. That's nice, not bad. People are looking for a bunch of cards, but they're not. Illusion of Chaos isn't the secret rare people are hunting the most anymore. Which is funny because even though 30 is just less, I would get these because when we get Magician Souls reprint, people are gonna want those. So I would actually grab those while you can. The trap's about $7-8 going up. Liberal Mancer's calmed down a little bit at $8, so not too bad here. Starlight Rares, $185. I got this from my boy Eddie. Shout out to you, Eddie, if you're watching my market watch, by the way. Love when people support the channel. $185 here, going up to $200. Do I regret buying it? Not really. I didn't get taxed on it. You know, you win some, you lose some. And I think this card is going to go up farther. This is just one dip in the card's history. Now, Neos Wiseman is getting bought out pretty much because of Kruger. and a few of the other hero import cards. So it can't be special by except by sending a face-up Neos and a face-up Yubel you control to the graveyard. It can't be destroyed by card effects. If this card battles an opponent's monster, the end of the damage strip inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster battled and gain life points equal to that monster's defense. So it's very cute of a last effect where it's like, oh, okay, you know, inflicts damage equal to the attack of the monster battle, and it doesn't have to destroy it, right? So keep that in mind. And then you gain life points equal to the defense. And it's 3/3. So, you know, if you're battling a big monster, you get quite a bit here. So you have 2 unlimiteds here for 35. Well, you have a wall here for 35. But you want your first ed, half slobbered, 60. Lightly played 87, 90, near mint. Well, not verified seller, but you got a 240, I guess, there. Now, would I grab this card? Now, the issue with this card is it's a hero. Forget about being it played or the import. I don't care about what the flavor of the week is, and neither should you. The issue with this card is, number one, it's Crossroads of Chaos. If you guys don't know, you can only get first ed packs from tins. There's no first ed box of Crossroads of Chaos. Hence why first ed is very, very rare with this set, where you'll see like cards being like $1 or $2, but then you'll like $2 to $3 for a holo, and then the first eds are like anywhere from 15 to onwards, right? And that's why you see such a large difference, right? This has hero in it as well, right? And it's a secret from the set, so it's quite hard to grab. Yeah, 90 is not good here, but I don't, this card's not going to replenish itself very easily, right? Yeah, it might replenish itself a little bit, but in the long run, not really. Now, this card, it is going up for unlimiteds. A lot of people want to grab the unlimiteds as well. So if you get cheap unlimiteds, might not be too bad, but first eds, they might be a fine buyout. Like ultra rares, though, if you have this atrocity, look at this. No, just sell this card immediately. If it somehow sees, it's not gonna see play. I'm not even gonna entertain the thought. Sun Valen Dry is here, so we got some more Sun Valen support, I believe, or some more plant stuff. I'm not really too sure here, but you know, the one good thing about this card though, is this card cannot be targeted for attacks, right? But does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. So, you know, basically you get a generic card here. Once per turn, if you take battle or effect damage, you can gain that much LP, and if you do, special miss a Divine Monster from the extra deck. Now, one of the other reasons why this is good is because it's also played in a Romage and other plant builds that have to do with life points. So, it's another thing. $7, you might have this in bulk. Who knows? You know, Diviner of the Herald here. Now, I told people at $40, yes, is it going to get reprinted in the... Oh, shit. You guys saw nothing. Yeah, I need a new chair, guys. Diviner of the Herald here from Lightning Overdrive, though. This card is getting bought out because I told people that people are not going to wait to play the new agent stuff for a few months. They want it now. And this card is generic, right? Went up to about 65. Well, yeah. About $60 going up to 65. So if you got 50 and you're like, I just want to play it, well, it's 65 now. And I don't think that secret is going to dip below 25, even when it gets a reprint, because this definitely is getting bought out right now. Again, this is just such a good card with fairies, and especially like ritual decks. Ritual decks are intertwined with fairies. You know, they just basically have a love pack there. $65 for these. If you're not using them, I'd get rid of them. Vampire Lost Art. Now, a few of my usuals really, really love this card, right? Like my boy Jimmy Hall, right? Been with me since basically, you know, day one. He loves this card, right? You know, kind of reminds me of Owari, no, Seraph a little bit. $6.50, right? Now, this card's been 6, this card has been 4, this card has been 20, and everything between. This card has a very interesting history. If you want to have a few copy or a playset, just in case, it's not a bad card to get. Now, the Nurse Dragon Maid here got released here, and I'm actually giving this away in my giveaway, so make sure to check that out. These are $12. People really like them, but the issue is people understand, and Konami tried to squeeze a Lost Art so hard that people actually know that, hey, we don't want this Lost Art because it's nobody cares about between this and the Secret Rare. Like, I've actually seen people prefer the Secret Rare way more than the Lost Art because, number one, it's Secret over at Ultra, and the Secret looks very nice on Mystic Fires. But the difference is like, oh, well, there's this like little thing on her dress that like kind of looks like a nipple, but we're just gonna like take it away to make sure we have a Lost Art in the future. It's just scummy business practices. I mean, if you want to grab one Lost Art for your collection, sure, but Secret Rare's at 17. I actually think this is better. to be frankly honest with you here. You know, in fact, I really love, by the way, how she has like, she's like crouching, so you get to see the boob hang. And anyone who loves titties like me, you know, the best part, so one of the most favorite part about titties is the boob hang, right? Just gotta fucking love it, right? Either she's on top and you're going in for a kiss, you get to see those boobs hang and feel them. Wonderful. And that's why I love Nurse Dragon Maid, and that's why that's one of my favorites, along with her being a nurse. That's quite kinky. I really, really like that. Not gonna lie here. But, yeah, Secret Rare. And then we got Harpy Queen here, which I love this Lost Art here. These are 17s, but one day this card's gonna be extinct. I'm telling you right now. This is a very old Lost Art. This is like 2019 Lost Art, I believe. Yeah, it's definitely I believe it's like mid 2019. Where Lost Arts are gonna be in the next 5 years, could be anyone's guess, but I definitely think that when it comes to sealed, these cards are going to be basically extinct. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this smartwatch. I know I did. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed and subscribe. If buying any cards off TCG player, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to know this show costs you. Live stream at Tuesday Central. What's really cool about this is I actually do have a couple packs to open just because you know, I want to, but I'm also going to have the packs where if I get a big donation, I open up a huge pack. So be there, be square. You definitely don't want to miss it if we pull something awesome on stream. And I'll see you guys in the next Market Watch. Peace.